Right, so in this video we're going to look at Nvidia's next generation graphics cards, we're going to look at performance, release date, manufacturing process and a lot more. And so if you're interested in what Nvidia got for us in 2020, you definitely do not want to miss this video. Today we're going to talk about RTX 3000 series, and apparently it's supposed to be 50% faster than RTX 2000 at half the power consumption. We got tons of stuff to talk about and I don't want to waste your time. So in August in 2018, Nvidia launched its new Turing architecture, which in addition to greatly improved performance per core, introduced built-in accelerating for ray tracing. Now more leaks are pointing towards a new generation being launched during this year. This time they're going with the codename AMPERE. Hey, if you're all new, welcome to RB in Hardware. My name is Robin, hope you're doing fantastic. Let's start by talking performance and power. So according to the news outlet Taipei Times, they are reporting that major improvements are to be expected with AMPERE, and in recent reports from a journalist company known as Yuata Securities Investment Consulting, wow, they're reporting Nvidia planning on dropping RTX 3000 in the second half of the year. They're also confirming Nvidia now finally taking the step over to 7nm, and both Samsung and TSMC will take care of the manufacturing process. So TSMC, if you don't know, stands for AMD's 7nm product stack as well, and both next-gen Xbox, PlayStation 5 as well as the Ryzen and the Navi family comes from TSMC. And oh, by the way, also Turing, the current RTX 2000 is also coming from TSMC. But yeah, in terms of manufacturing process, we know Nvidia is aiming for 7nm, but it seems like they're going to use both Samsung and TSMC to make this happen. 7nm process could explain the performance gain and uplift over older RTX 2000. Now remember, Turing is based on the larger 12nm node from TSMC, and so by doing this die shrink, lower power consumption and a smaller, denser GPU with room for more transistors is therefore a natural result of that. According to various leaks, the new generation known as codename AMPERE should deliver 50% higher performance than today's Turing, while also cutting the power consumption by half. And again, this is possible due to the more advanced transistor dense manufacturing process. Rumor has it that the new AMPERE GPU can run at under 1 volt, which is absolutely huge, but this will come at a cost. We should expect overclocking to be limited by this, but then again, it's not like it hasn't been an issue on Pascal and especially Turing, with even the beefiest third-party card still radically limited. Now I mentioned 7nm earlier, and the manufacturing of the AMPERE architecture will happen at both Samsung and TSMC, where TSMC will be manufacturing most of the chips, and Nvidia made a very similar split like this with Pascal, with the GeForce GTX 1000 series, where Samsung was responsible for the production of the GP107 graphics chip that is sitting inside the GeForce GTX 1050 and even the 1050 Ti, while TSMC was responsible for the remaining GPUs in the series. Now what new features Nvidia will be bringing with the RTX 3000 is still unknown. Now what we know for sure is that Nvidia is intending to lifting the performance with ray tracing, and so we can very much expect seeing performance lifts greater than 50% in the RTX department. Now WCCF Tech is reporting that Nvidia is going to be announcing the AMPERE graphics cards during a GTC, the GPU Technology Conference in March that is held between 22nd and the 26th. They further mentioned that GTC is Nvidia's premier gaming technology show, and it would make a lot of sense to unveil its brand new AMPERE lineup during this conference. And that begs the question, what will Nvidia specifically show us in March then? And this may come as a disappointment, but according to a few rumors, they won't really unveil much for gamers and consumers, and the first AMPERE based graphics cards they're going to show us and unveil is for data centers, and this includes Ampere-based Tesla accelerator cards with focus on artificial intelligence. This is however not set in stone, guys, and things could obviously change, but it seems like Nvidia is waiting to show GeForce 3000 for desktop in June at Computex, and Guru 3D is reporting that we're gonna have to wait till around Computex in June 2020 for the first consumer variant with Ampere chips to see the light of day, and the launch would involve, as usual, high-end cars first and slower models to follow, and it is highly likely that Nvidia will continue with the RTX philosophy and take that to the next level with Ampere. And right now the Turing GPU is capable of running ray tracing at 1080p and 30 FPS for light to moderate path ray tracing workloads, and the Ampere GPU will be able to go further. And speaking of graphics cards, it is quite likely Nvidia will unveil 3 graphics cards in June. We got the GeForce RTX 3070, the GeForce RTX 3080, and lastly the GeForce RTX 3080 Ti. Wow, that feels very weird to say. Now, obviously these cards are going to be faster, they're going to offer more VRAM, and this is quite unexpected. There are reports around us that they're going to be cheaper as well. And Tweaktown is reporting that Nvidia's new RTX 3000 series will feature massive performance improvements for ray tracing, with Ampere's iteration of ray tracing being faster than Turing and more power efficient. Now, another area where Ampere will receive big updates is in rasterization, which is all very interesting stuff. Now, furthermore, Tweaktown is reporting that the new Ampere-based GeForce RTX 3000 series cards will reportedly offer more VRAM on all cards, and this is the predictions right now. We believe that RTX 3070 will get 12 gigabytes, the RTX 2080 will also get 12 gigabytes, and lastly the 3080 Ti might get 16 gigabytes of VRAM. And in terms of clock speed, we should expect between 100 to 200 GPU clock speed uplift versus Turing, while being 50% more power efficient. Lastly, guys, we're gonna talk about pricing. How much can we expect Nvidia to charge us for these new graphics cards? Now, while we don't really have any numbers to talk about, Nvidia is reportedly set to offer its next generation GeForce RTX 3000 series at cheaper prices than the current gen GeForce RTX 2000 series, and it sounds fake to me, but rumors are pointing towards Nvidia dropping their prices, which is huge if it turns out to be real. It should be said that Nvidia faced considerable backlash with the pricing of the RTX 2000 series, even though they sold like crazy. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Nvidia decides to do with the pricing, but obviously AMD is also coming back, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this turns out. Guys, I'm obviously excited for RTX 3000 series, and I cannot wait to show you more and talk about RTX 3000 as more news and leaks unveils. Guys, I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. Watch either of these two videos for more content on the channel, and I will see you over there.